She stood in the kitchen, her hands trembling above the sink. The phone was still in my hand, the screen gone dark, my lawyer's voice fading in my mind like the echo of a final sentence. "Why are you smiling?" she asked quietly, fear tucked beneath her tone. "You haven't stopped since that call. What happened?" I looked at her, really looked. The woman I once built my entire life around now seemed like a stranger standing in my home. I took a steady breath and said calmly, "I'm smiling because I just found out you're carrying your lover's baby." My lawyer confirmed everything I needed to finalize our divorce. It's the best day I've had in years. The color drained from her face. She froze, caught between denial and dread. I didn't move. I simply watched her, the way one watches a house burn quietly, knowing it's over. We'd met 12 years ago. She was warmth and laughter wrapped in chaos. I was order, quiet, methodical. Maybe that contrast drew her in. She used to say I made her feel safe. I believed her. I believed everything. Back then, it was impossible to imagine her looking at someone else the way she once looked at me. But betrayal never announces itself. It creeps in slowly. It began small, late nights, white lies, her phone glued to her hand. She started wearing a perfume I didn't recognize. Once, I asked about her meetings. She smiled, kissed my cheek, and said I was overthinking again. That night, I didn't sleep. Something had shifted. I stopped asking and started watching. A misplaced receipt. A hotel reservation under another name. Photos that vanished seconds after appearing. Patterns emerged, cracks spreading through glass. And soon, the truth was too loud to ignore. The first real proof came with a cruel irony. A message sent to me by mistake. For words, "Can't wait to see you." She deleted it almost instantly, but not before I took a screenshot. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Not until I had everything. Because revenge, when done right, needs precision, and emotion only clouds it. So I buried mine. Every ounce of pain turned into calculation. Every memory became a weapon. I hired a private investigator, discreet, thorough. Within weeks, I had everything. Photos, recordings, timelines. When I saw her in those pictures, smiling, glowing, alive in a way she hadn't been with me in years, I didn't break. I hardened. She wasn't just unfaithful. She was careless. And carelessness comes with consequences. I met with my lawyer, moved funds into private accounts, tracked every purchase she made with our shared money. I kept her texts, her call logs, even medical records. And that's when I learned the truth. She was pregnant, but not with my child. That's when pity turned to purpose. 2 months later, she came to me, nervous but smiling. "I have something to tell you," she said. I played along, calm and attentive. "I'm pregnant." She waited for my reaction, maybe shock, maybe happiness. I gave her neither. Just a quiet, "That's wonderful." Relief softened her face. I kissed her forehead. In her mind, she'd won. She didn't realize the envelope I'd already delivered to my lawyer that morning. A file containing proof of her affair, paternity tests, and even a signed statement from her lover's wife. She had no idea her world was already falling apart. When the call came this morning, it was confirmation. Divorce finalized, assets secured, custody irrelevant. There was no child of mine to fight for. The smile she noticed wasn't happiness. It was closure. Now, standing there pale and shaking, she whispered, "You're lying." I pulled out my phone, scrolled, and showed her everything. Photos, results, legal documents. She didn't reach for it, just stared, her reflection in the window hollow, like the truth had drained the life from her. I said nothing. Silence did the talking for me. Finally, her voice cracked. "You planned this?" "Yes," I answered simply. "I did." She sank into a chair, gripping the table, the same one where we once dreamed of our future. Now it was her undoing. I placed the divorce papers beside her, then walked past her, past the memories, past the ruin of what used to be love. Outside, the air felt lighter. For the first time in months, I could breathe. They say revenge doesn't heal. Maybe it doesn't, but it restores balance. And as I walked away from that house, I understood something. Peace isn't always silent. Sometimes it's earned. one quiet move at a time.